Nothing like being back on the strip. I haven't been here in ages. Alright. So, while I could just launch straight into the endgame, instead I'm gonna clean up and do a couple more small side quests here. One big one, primarily. Starts with this guy.
Into this.
Howdy, son. How can I help you? But make it quick. Goddamn heat's worse in this town than in the middle of a Brahmin herd at noon.
Judging from the statement you just made, you're not from around here, are you?
Darn far it is, our ranch. Ethel would be happy to yap about that. I got more important things in mind, kid.
So you're a bighorn rancher?
Bighorn is my trade since I was a young'un. I confess, it's hard living these days, kid. The wasteland ain't the same anymore.
Well, right now, you look more than just hot. What's the matter?
Sharp eyes on you, all right. We've gone through a heap of trouble to get in town. Ethel says I just need to wet my throat. A drink? Nonsense. All I need now is to settle a score. We didn't come a long ways just to stroll our best clothes around.
Settle a score? Against who?
There's a long list of grievances that Ted Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. I'm here to make sure that rancher stops stealing our lands. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. Then you either sell your ranch for a penny, or you're dead. I'm tired of being trampled over, kid, and I got a good mind to stop Heck once and for all.
Heck Gunderson? How is he a threat to other ranchers in the wasteland?
We're honest folk out there. Damn hard to make a living in the desert, kid. Heck's a different breed. Goddamn thief he is. Scaring us into giving away our lands is all he's done to strike it flush. Comes packing iron and none can hold a candle to his men. Bad blood.
Is there anything else you can tell me about him?
What more you want? He's a slithering snake, what he is. One of the biggest landowners this side of the Colorado, and it's all stolen, I tell you. All that money buys him any NCR senators he wants. Scoundrels like Heck. There's just no way for us small folks to get by, much less prosper, kid.
Well, what do you plan to do about him?
I have no illusions that he'll ever stop his plundering, so I'm just gonna make him suffer. That's what I'm gonna do. Here in town, he's got a few of his armed men to protect him. I just gotta find out what he's up to, and then I'll know where to hit him hard.
You know, I'm a capable man, Walter. But the best don't come cheap. If you want, I can give you a hand. But if you do, 400 caps is my fee.
All right, kid. I'm taking a liking to you. It's a deal. Where I come from, we appreciate good intentions. I reckon you could help me figure out what he's doing in town. Tell you what, that chiseler's blowing hot air over at that there fancy casino, the Ultralux. Find out what's his story here, will you?
All right, then. I'll be back when I find out more.
All right, kid. I appreciate it. I hope to see you soon.
Drip just got a lot easier now that the Fiend's leaders are dead.
So I'm gonna talk to his wife.
If you don't mind, I have to look after my husband.
You must be Walter's wife, Ethel. What are you up to here out on the strip?
He's got his reasons. And when that man gets a notion stuck in his head, he's like a bighorn or bull that's seen red. And if it means Heck Gunderson's involved, then you better step aside before the stampede tramples you over.
What's so important about Heck Gunderson? Why's your husband so rared up to get rid of him?
If that's what you want to talk about, go see Walter. He'll talk your ear off. Everything he says about the evils of Heck Gunderson is true, but I've never held the notion that fighting evil with evil carries the world forward.
Do you have a preferred resolution? One I might be able to help with?
I don't suppose you have the magic powers necessary to bring my husband to his senses, do you? He swears he won't leave this godforsaken city until he's seen Heck suffer. So far as I can see, we're the only ones in pain.
Well, I can try.
That's very kind of you. Maybe this'll be the dawn of a new day.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and talk to Walter again.
Howdy. Good seeing you again.
Hey, Walter. Let's talk about that deal we've got.
I hear you. What's on your mind?
Well, I just finished talking with your wife, and... I think that Ethel's right. More vengeance is only going to lead to more innocent deaths.
Kid, look around you. There's poison and death everywhere. And people like Heck are responsible for the misery we suffer. What right do they have to continue with their mischief and killing, huh?
Well, that is true, Walter. But you're just giving them the excuse they need to keep doing what they do.
Hell, a good thrashing is what I want to give them. But I see your point, kid. Things will never change without us good folks. All right, I'm gonna get Ethel far away from this damn city and head back home. There's a worthy life waiting for us there. Thanks for your help, kid. So long.
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons?
Oh, I forgot about this little dance you gotta do when you go into a casino. Yeah, sure. Here.
My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay.
Right. Well, excuse me while I go and, mingle.
Adieu.
What a place. My least favorite of all the casinos here on the Strip.
Bitter
Just because it's
Springs.
creepy.
A name like that could have only brought bad luck.
Alright, let's talk to Heck.
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you?
No, can't say I have.
Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me.
Oh, you're a rancher.
Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that.
Well, I guess it makes a bit more sense why you have a bodyguard now. But how come he's allowed to have a gun? There's some pretty strict rules regarding firearms in these casinos.
Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success, might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened.
That's right. You said you lost your son. Like, not dead, but just missing. What's going on there?
My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks. He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful.
Oh, so, wait, you're here on business. What on earth would a rancher have to do at a hotel?
That's between me and the White Glove Society. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. But that ain't as welcome as you might think.
What was that you said about a white glove?
That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. A couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones.
Well, I'd say you're making the right choice. Can't really trust someone who doesn't show their face. But anyhow, Gunderson, I'm for hire. I could probably help you find your son, if you'd be willing to pay.
I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible.
Sounds like a deal, Heck. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and investigate.
I'll be here.
Hello?
How do you do? Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
Oh. Thank you. Do you work here?
I do. but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it.
Oh, so you're basically the person who runs this place. Well, I just finished talking with a man named Ted Gunderson. Said he's here on business with you. Do you mind if I inquire what that business is exactly?
What else? Mr. Gunderson and I have been discussing his livestock. It's put us in a rather delicate position, you see, his coming here. Not that we aren't grateful for his generous offer. But our executive chef, Philippe, has transformed Brahmin steak into a delicacy. He really is a genius. Everyone wants it. But a delicacy is just that, delicate. If everyone can get it, it ceases to be a delicacy. It becomes a perfectly ordinary staple. And if the gourmand served staples, it would no longer draw the caliber of people it deserves. It would be a diner or a family restaurant. So as much as we'd all love for there to be enough steak for everyone, I'm afraid there are more important things to consider.
I never knew that food supply could be a topic of such delicate nature. Anyways, on to other matters. I'm looking for someone who went missing here recently. I'm hoping you might be able to help me.
This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. The White Glove Society used to eat human flesh?
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us.
All right. But back to the matter of the disappearance. Who did you speak to about it?
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear.
Oh. A woman went missing. Well, I'm investigating someone else. A man. And he just recently vanished.
A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms.
I couldn't agree with you more, Marjorie. But is there any chance that I could talk with the investigator? Compare notes. We could probably help each other.
Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here.
Well, thank you, Marjorie. I guess I'll go talk with Mortimer now. Find out what room the investigator is staying in.
Ta-ta.
How may I be of service, sir?
You must be Mortimer. Marjorie said that you gave a free room to a private investigator. Might I inquire as to where that room is?
Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation?
I'm on an investigation of my own, and I'm hoping that we can compare notes, help each other.
You are? Nothing so grim as his investigation, I hope. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
Thank you very much, Mortimer. Before I go, though, you seem to be a man in charge of administrative duties around here. I don't suppose you have any work that needs to be done. I'm always looking for things to do, and I am for hire.
Yes, I'm glad you asked. I've heard about you, you know. You strike me as just the sort of person who can help me. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner, but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father.
Are you saying the main course is a person?
Yes, the wrong person. We scouted the right one for weeks. The heir to a mercantile empire, sort of a black sheep. He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to disappear. Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed, and as he escaped, he saw their faces. Now he's wary.
What did you do?
I asked for a last-minute replacement, and they stole the son of the most dangerous Brahmin baron in New Vegas while he stayed at this very hotel. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be. And I still need somebody reputable to serve for dinner. Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people. But I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way.
Tell me what you need done.
I need a replacement. And I need the boy taken care of. The replacement must be healthy and well-bred. One can't very well make steak from gristle. With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice, Carlisle St. Clair. He lives in a shack north of here. For freshness, we need him alive. If you could send him here or knock him out with this, and drag him into the dumpster next to his house, we can do the rest.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Mortimer, but wouldn't putting St. Clair's body into a dumpster give it a horrendous flavor?
Not this one. Empty. I don't believe it's seen use since before the war. And what would the point be, really? Who would pick up his trash if he used it? But for our purposes, it should keep his body safe and hidden until my cohorts can recover it.
And what of the boy you kidnapped?
Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if we could convince him this was all an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. He'll have to be slaughtered and served. Then we wouldn't need the replacement. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you could frame him.
An option, but couldn't Heck just claim intruders killed his son?
No. Everyone he meets, he tells the same story. That his son disappeared from the casino, not from his room. He'll look guilty.
Well, I suppose I can do as you propose. I'll start by sorting out the boy. Where can I find Ted Gunderson?
Splendid, splendid. The boy is being held in the kitchen beneath the gourmand. Here are some keys that will allow you access to him. The elder Gunderson is staying in our penthouse. I understand he's hired security, so be careful if you go up there. And our Mr. St. Clair resides to the north. He rarely strays far from his house, and he's surrounded it with booby traps.
Well, Mortimer, that sounds like everything I need to know. I'll be on my way.
Indeed.
Okay, it's time to go into the creepy basement. I remember the first time I played this. I mean, this is just a really freaky sight right away. To see big Brahmins flayed and hung, and then they're hung up on racks, and then they're being, hit with, flamers, which are big, nasty weapons. Anyhow. What was it that Benny said? Don't go in the basement?
You, what do you think you're doing?
I'm here to move the kid. Mortimer wants it done. Thinks one of his own may betray him.
First he's too trusting, now he doesn't trust any of us. It addles the senses. I suppose caution is the desirable course at this point. It's all of our necks if something goes afoul.
Indeed. I like how they managed to recycle some of the assets from Point Lookout for the basements of the Ultralux here. I think they also use these assets for... I think it's that back area on... in the Tops Hotel. Anyway. Let's take a bit of a look around here. Really wish... I mean, I don't need any more stuff, but wandering around a basement like this is just murder on me because I want to loot everything. Let's go ahead and get a drink. I really... I can't tell you how frequently I'm needing to drink water between episodes whenever I'm like running back to just throw stuff in the safe house and stuff. H2O. Dehydration seems to be the #1 thing that I deal with. Or, well, just maintenance element of the game. Yeah. We're down in the kitchens. Doesn't look like there's anything here for me to take. I mean, well, there's plenty for me to take. Nothing that's really necessary. Ah, here we go. This is the chef.
Salutations. Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work.
I'm sorry. I think you have me confused with someone else.
Oh, really? So despite your filthy face and your vacant expression and your complete lack of human dignity, you're telling me you're not a server?
You are quite easy to trigger. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say your predisposition towards anger suggests unresolved issues in your past.
What kind of harebrained fucking psychobabble bullshit is that? I yell at people because I like yelling at people, and because they fucking deserve it, not because Mumsy and Daddykins didn't hug me enough.
Possible. But then again, you may be projecting. Tell me more about your parents.
Oh, I see how it is. You think because my father walked out on us when I was 5, now I have to yell at people. Or because my mother was a deranged chem fiend who regularly brought strange men home who told me to call them uncle. Or because my sisters would lock me in a shipping crate when they didn't want me around. And my brother... God, I'd forgotten about that. How could they do that to me? I can't stay here. I need to be alone.
Wait, what about the banquet?
Forget about the fucking banquet. You know what? You can do it. You be the star chef. Take my recipes. It won't fill the hole, though. Just remember that. You'll always feel empty.
What on earth? Well, I certainly got under his skin. Yes, nothing I take. Oh, I can activate the stove. This quest is a little bit on the buggy side. I don't remember all the details to it, so I'm completing it the more tourniqueted way. By just getting the guy out of the freezer here.
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me.
Shh, keep your voice down, Ted. I'm here to get you out.
My daddy sent you? God damn it, I almost died in here. What the hell took you so long? It's just one damn hotel. Who did this to me anyway? They hit me over the head before I got a look at them.
Listen, Ted, you know what the score is right now. There's no time to explain. We have to get out of here.
All right, fine. I'm right behind you.
Idiot kid. Hot-headed just like his father, that much I can see. Alright, now, hopefully they won't come after me. I should be able to just go right back the way that I came. The thing about this quest is... it's really finicky. You know, it works and it's functional, but completing it in, like, the most well, what I find to be the most satisfying way is very difficult. There we go. Back up on the floor. They shouldn't come after me now. But completing this quest beyond the beef in the most satisfying way...
sending elite units our way.
Noisy patrons. Why does he got his dukes up? Anyway, completing this quest in the most satisfying way, as far as I'm consider, is difficult because you can get caught, or the entire White Glove Society can get angry at you. So that's why instead of, you know, going through all those little bits and pieces to get the quest done right,
Hey.
I'm doing it the easy way. Alright, now I'm not wearing a mask.
Oh my God. Ted, are you all right?
Quit your hollering. I'm fine.
Alright then. Heck.
You got me my boy back. I got no words. Now, I hope you didn't do no harm to whoever's responsible for this. I want to skin their hides myself.
Well, it was a man named Mortimer, one of the White Gloves. He's a, there's no real polite way to put this. He's a cannibal.
Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business with Ted Gunderson long as they live. Hell, I'll put me together a damn blockade. Hit 'em where it hurts. They control the food? Well, there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody in this whole damn town. It's a goddamn monument to inhumanity. Let 'em starve. Biggest favor anyone's ever done this hellhole.
Ooh, hold on there, Heck. Let's not be hasty. Think about this for a minute. They're struggling to not eat people. And if you went and blockaded the city off, you'd be just driving them to do exactly that. What they're trying to not do. Eat each other.
I don't like this place. Whole strip, really. Ever since I got here, the stink of it has flooded my nostrils. But you got a point. They're already hell-bent on depravity here. All I'd be doing is helping them along. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
Well, well, well. If it ain't the best loved cat on the strip in my theater. What could Tommy do for you, baby?
Hey, Tommy, it's been an age. I'm just back in town. Need to talk to you about those acts I recruited for you.
Cowboy act? Yeah. He dropped on in here not too long before you. He's got chops, baby, real chops. And I ain't just talking about that mustache. And like we agreed, here's your fee. 5% of the cut comes to 166 caps. Don't spend them all in one place now. Unless it's right here.
Don't worry about it, Tommy. I know how to manage my money. But let's talk about the other act that I recruited. Should have swung by just recently.
You talking about Mr. Isaac? Damn, baby, when you bring them in, you bring them in. That cat's gonna bring me money like you wouldn't believe. Here's your 5%, baby. You enjoy that.
Thanks much, Tommy. Now, your Ace's Theater is absolutely spades. I'll be certain to drop by and catch a show sooner or later. But I got other stuff to do right now. So you stay well.
Take it easy, baby.
Aha! The brave photographer returns. Good to see you.
Hi, Michael. I've been away for a while, but I've got great news for you. It's been for good reason. I've gotten all of the photographs you wanted. Every picture you needed of every sign you were interested in.
Oh, that's wonderful. Just what I need. Thank you, brave one. Here's some compensation for your work.
Well, hold on, Michael. We talked about extra incentive. I took all the pictures you wanted. So that means it's time for you to pay up. Give me the full reward.
You have earned it, my friend. Now I can finally unveil my masterpieces to the world, all thanks to you. Come visit me again sometime.
Good to see you again.
Hey, Sarah. I've been out doing some incredible adventuring, lots of digging for those vault suits you wanted. The good news, I've got just about everything you will ever need.
You do? That's wonderful. Let me see what you brought. All right. That's gonna net you lots of caps, my friend. Do you want to trade all your vault suits right now?
Yeah, every last one of them, as we agreed.
Oh, that makes me so happy. You are too much.
21 threes removed, 10 22s removed, 27 11s, 15 34s, 1 boomer jumpsuit, and 2 flight suits. Man, I was lugging around a lot of vault gear. Alright, that is everything for minor quests. It's, there's no getting around it now. It's time to start the end game. It's either going to be myself, Mr. House, or, the NCR. Which one is it going to be, eh? Well, we'll find out soon enough, right? Check me out, man. Styling with my, goggles, my glasses, and my, fancy schmancy silk PJs. The end game starts next, guys.